Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurain Syuhada binti Muhammad Yassin. My metric number is 2021620162 and I'm from group 15. Today we would like to present about intermittent fasting diet. Fasting is a traditional that has been practiced a long time ago by many religions and cultures. Since 1915, therapeutic intermittent fast has been identified to treat obesity. In the initial study, intermittent fast, or also called as a short-term starving period, will be done between 1 to 14 days. Michelle Harvey and Mark Matson have introduced a type of intermittent fasting known as 5 to 2. In 2012, it was popularized by Michael Mosley in the UK and Australia.
Next, I will talk about the definition of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is a diet regimen that cycles between brief periods of fasting with either no food or significant calorie reduction and periods of unrestricted eating. It is promoted to change body composition through loss of fat, mass, and weight to improve markers of health that are associated with disease, such as blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Fasting typically entails a steady abstinence of food and beverage ranging from 12 hours to 1 month. It may require to complete abstinence or allow a reduced amount of food and beverage.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurin Zafira binti Hashim. The concept behind intermittent fasting is that you can only eat at certain times. Your body can burn fat if you fast for a set period of time each day or consume only one meal a couple of days a week. Additionally, there are certain health benefits according to the scientific findings. Some studies claim that fasting for 10 to 16 hours might trigger the body to burn stored fat for energy, releasing ketones into the circulation. This ought to promote weight reduction. For novices, this kind of intermittent fasting regimen could be a decent choice.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shahira. Will present about types of intermittent fasting diet. The first one is the 16-8 method, or the time-restricted fasting. Fast for 16 hours each day. For example, only eat between noon and 8 p.m. The next one is eat, stop, eat. This emphasizes the idea that fasting is just taking a break from food for a time. Once or twice a week, don't eat anything from dinner one day until the dinner next day. It can count as a 24-hour of fasting. And then the last one is the 5-2 diet. The idea is to eat normally for 5 days. Don't count the calorie, and then on the other 2 days, eat only 500 to 600 calories a day for women and men respectively. The fasting days are any days of your choosing.
Hi, I'm Kila. So, the due intermittent fasting diets. First, staying hydrated. Second, avoiding obsessing over the foods. Third, resting and relaxing. Fourth, making every calorie count. 5, eating high volume foods. 6, increasing the taste without calories. 6, and lastly, choosing nutrients-dense food after a fasting period.
Next part is the don'ts in intermittent fasting diet. There are certain foods that aren't good to consume as part of an IF regimen. It's a don't to foods that are calorie dense and also the foods that contain high amounts of sugar, fat, and salt. They won't fill you up after a fast and can even make you hungrier. Last but not least, avoid eating too much the day before fasting. It's good to fuel up for the next day, but you should avoid fatty meals. Your body needs slow-burning nutrients that will leave you energized, such as carbohydrates, proteins, and unsaturated fats.
Hey guys, I am Nur Izrina Mama Awad and I am gonna talk about what are the food that an intermittent fasting practitioner can eat. Basically, they can eat anything due to the schedule that they had, but they also need to calculate their calories. The most recommended food are whole grain, vegetables, fruits, berries, potatoes, and also eggs.
For intermittent fasting, foods to avoid is processed meat, refined starch, trans fat, and sugar.
Hi, I'm Nur Hafiza Anwar and my ID number is 2021-62178. So now, I will present supporting scientific evidence. Weight loss is definitely the most frequent outcome of the intermittent fasting. According to the bar chart, it's more likely to reach better results if you are within the age range of 42 until 48. Furthermore, there are several benefits other than the weight loss. According to the pie chart, the most common benefit of intermittent fasting turns out to be the energy booster. To conclude, intermittent fasting diet have proven to be very effective.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Sunina Abide and I would like to expose you to several social media platforms that are actively promoting the intermittent fasting lifestyle. These 3 social media pages have attracted public attention for their fascinating and simple content such as cooking menus, workout varieties, and mealtime ratio tables. Rizal Joy, Aida, and Dr. Ju are some of well-known content creators among IF participants. Thus, whether it is a TikTok or Instagram platform, most influencers or coaches that encourage this healthy living are able to transform an individual's lifestyle for the better.